Okay, guys, so we have some great news. The Olympics are getting rid of the trannies in female competitions. Thank freaking God, it's about time. But for anyone who's gonna be like, oh, why don't they get rid of the transgender men in men's competition? Well, that's because obviously they never fucking win. They don't even exist. They're not on the same playing field. They have a disadvantage. That's why. But if anyone knows like pretty much any sport outside of what, maybe gymnastics, like maybe gymnastics, I would say. Actually, definitely gymnastics. Outside of that, if you look at chess, boxing, if you look at running, if you look at swimming, if you look at pretty much any sport related to lifting, strength, or almost any sport at all, the best players are all male. All male. Every last one of them. And what? The media's been using how much propaganda? They've been using the news, they've been using articles, they've been using social media, they've been using advocacy groups, they've been lying to everybody every step of the day, every chance they had to say, oh, there's no difference, oh, there's no difference. From the same crowd that said there's no difference between men and women, even though women can have babies and they're smaller, there's an obvious difference. But from the same people that said that, then when you transition, apparently there's no difference between you, even though you still have the skeletal structure of a man, you still have the reproductive organs of a man, you still have the like pretty much muscle mass of a man. The only difference is you look different outside. But thank God that these people are being removed from women's sports because I'm tired of like women having their sports being taken over and having records that they should have themselves taken by people who were previously men. Like that's the whole thing. The whole thing about transgender sports was that it was always this exact way where imagine if you were a completely clean boxer who did everything your hardest and then you were advocating for a guy who takes steroids, a guy who takes like multiple enhancement drugs that you're not allowed to take yourself, and you advocate for him to go into the same league as you, and then surprise surprise, you fucking lose. Yeah, because he had all the advantages, and the worst part is there's some women that would advocate for that stuff. I'll be like, oh yeah, there's no difference. It's like, if there's no difference, why are you getting pulverized in every fucking sport? But yeah, it's about time this happened. This needed to happen. This is basically the flat Earth movement of this is the flat Earth movement of like gender. Like like biology tells you it's different, science tells you it's different, hell, even just looking at people tells you it's different. And now that it's finally over, thank God we could get past this, and hopefully we don't have to deal with this retardation ever again. Thank God. But yeah, they're set to ban all trans identified males from women's events, citing scientific evidence that shows they have advantage over female athletes. Yeah, who needed scientific evidence? I figured this shit out when I was 11 years old. 11! I knew this shit since I was 11. But yeah, thankfully, common sense wins. And yeah, set to ban all trans identified athletes for women's events in Los Angeles 2028. Damn! You guys got that shit in Los Angeles too? Oh, that's a double win. Because Los Angeles is where like all this bullshit comes from in the first place. Well, yeah, I'm happy for women. This is a big victory for everybody. And thank God it's finally over. This part of society, this part just needed to like be over immediately. Yeah, that's all.